And I know it's not easy, but you're strong.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming today and being here for the family and supporting us. Forever grateful for everyone. I wrote something on my way here. I want to read it for you guys. It's a dedication to my dad. Dad, you're the quiet strength in my story, the steady hands that held the world still. When everything around me felt unsure, you taught me more than words could hold. How to stand when life gets heavy, how to speak with kindness, and how to keep going when the road feels long. In your laughter, I found comfort. In your silence, I found wisdom. And in your presence, I found a home that never moves. You may not always have seen it, but the person I'm becoming carries pieces of you in every brave step I take. As a boy, I watched everything you did, the way you faced problems without fear, the way you protected our family, the way you carried yourself with as a responsible man, like it was simply part of being a man. Every small thing you did was a lesson to me. Thank you for the sacrifices you made without applause, for the love that showed up every single day. I'm forever grateful. I may not say it enough, but I'm proud to be your son. And no matter how far life takes me, I will always carry your name with me, your teachings and your strength. If strength had a face, if guidance had a voice, if love had a shape, it would look a lot like you. Thank you for everything, Dad. And I love you in this life and to the next. Rest well and say hi to Mom. Thank you.
Be considerate of my height, eh? Thank you. Yeah, we are gifted differently. Now, the next person is the Mwangi family. And for the Mwangi family, we are going to be followed by the John family. And then we are going to have the sister, Jerry. That's just to make sure that we are prepared. Who is doing the tribute? Mwangi family? So today, nobody is going to say that I ambushed them. So after this, after Mwangi, we are going to have Murithi, and then from there, Jerry, like that, all right? And then we are going to come to the nieces, the nephews, and the grandchildren.
Good afternoon, everybody. On my right here is my mother, Peris Wanjiro, and on the left is my cousin, Jerry. Today, we remember my Uncle G with deep love and heavy hearts. He was a man whose presence brought warmth, laughter, and comfort to everyone around him. He had a beautiful way of making people feel heard and valued, never judging, always listening, and always ready with the most thoughtful and solid advice. He was kind in the simplest and most genuine ways. My mom often remembers how during Christmas, he took a moment to sincerely thank her and show his appreciation. That was the kind of man he was, someone who noticed the little things and never hesitated to express gratitude. He also had his own special way of showing affection. Even though my mom's name is Paris, he would lovingly call her Peri, a small nickname that carried so much familiarity and warmth. It's little memories like this that remind us of his gentle spirit and the love he shared so freely. My Uncle G and my dad were the best of buddies. Many times when I needed to talk to my dad, I would find the two of them together, sharing a moment and enjoying each other's company. I will join them, and it will always turn into a time filled with laughter and good conversation. At the same time, they would guide me, encourage me, and offer wisdom. I am truly grateful to have experienced the love, support, and guidance of what felt like two fathers in my life. He filled our lives with laughter, wisdom, and kindness. He was reliable, caring, and always there when someone needed guidance or a listening ear. Losing him leaves a space that can never truly be filled, but we hold onto the love, the lessons, and the joy he gave us. Rest peacefully, Uncle G. You are deeply loved, and you will forever live in our hearts. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Gerald.
Afternoon. Ngai Mwangi. My dad is seated.
Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? My name is Paris Wanjiroa Mwangi. I am the wife to Mwangi Ngayo. These are my boys. Thank you.
Thank you. Now you know the Mwangi family. And Mwangi is, if I'm not wrong, is number 3 in that family. Can I have the Jones family, please? Jones family. And if you also have a tribute, you read it, okay? That's the way we are going to do it as per families.
Good afternoon. My name is Wambui Murithi. I will start by reading my tribute that I had written for Uncle Mina. Uncle Mina, thank you for making me feel seen and special. You had a unique way of making everyone feel like you were in their corner, and I know that, like me, all the cousins felt the same way. I'll miss your vibrant energy, your loud voice, your jokes. I've often found myself laughing out of the blue at funny things you've said in the past. And I hope I never forget your voice and the exact way you delivered those jokes, because that's a big part of what made them so funny. Somehow, you were cocky, yet down to earth. You took up space, but at the same time, you gave others the space to be. I'll miss the way it always felt like the fun was about to start. When you joined any setting, even serious ones, I admire the way you ate life with a big spoon. I know there's many, many more ways your absence will be felt by me and everyone who knew you. But for now, all I can say is thank you for being exactly the way you are. It was an absolute pleasure to know you and call you my uncle.
I hope I can last my 3 minutes. I've known Gerald for a long time. I don't know what to say. I walked him to nursery school, took care of him when he was young. My My brother loved people and respected people, and people loved him back in a very big way. Evidence of his friends we have seen in the last 2 weeks. My brother loved fine things in life. Evidence of his sharp dress. He loved adventure, sharp-witted, business-minded. He did his first business transaction, must have been 5 or 6 years old. He sold my mother's chicken and exchanged it with a puppy. I spent the last 1 month or so, my son and I spent the last month or so with him, taking care of him, up to the day he went to India. It was very difficult to watch a giant, 134 kilos, shrink to a person who you almost could not recognize. It was hard to see my brother go down. It was painful. I would wake up in the middle of the night, check on him. Is he breathing? And then I'd hold his toe, and he'd wake up and being the sharp-witted fellow, I said, hey, not yet. I've not. It was difficult, but it's God's will. I want to thank my son. Son, I never knew you had that strength. He took care of his uncle. My brother could not eat in his last days. He took care of his uncle the way you tell a baby. Are you going to eat this? No. Are you going to? Can I make some juice for you? Can I? And then he traveled with him to India. He showed me where he was sleeping in the ward next to his uncle. He showed me attending to his uncle in the ICU. Thank you. Thank you, son. God bless you all. Oh, sorry. This is my son, he's Riri Muridi. My daughter, Wabui Muridi. And my sister, Anne. Thank you very much.
With a lot of humility, let's all be upstanding. Please, with a lot of humility, I request you. Let's give this gentleman a hearty applause. Really, you did what human beings need to do. And whoever, I know that your uncle, where he is, he also is very, very appreciative. Let's be seated. Thank you so much. He was there until the last breath.